heartbreaking. We should mourn with those who mourn. We should pray for the missing. We should pray for the rescuers. And maging careful tayo mga kapatid to pass judgment. May nakikita kasi ako, parusa ng Diyos sa kanila yan. Mahirap po yung claim na yun. Huwag tayo mag-assume ng ganon. No? Ang malinaw po na binibigay sa atin ng scripture is kung paano makidalamhati, paano magnilay, at sa uli ay tumingin kay Kristo. No? But let's also allow this tragedy to speak to our own hearts. No? Yung mga trahedya, it reminds us that we live in a broken world. Alam nyo, when God created the world, tinawag niya itong very good. But because of sin, itong mundong na-experience natin ngayon is marked by sufferings, by death, by disease, by destruction, and itong mga disasters na ito. For we know that all creation has been groaning as in the pains of childbirth right up to the present time. So let us be reminded that life is short, death is real, and we live in a broken world, and Christ is our only hope. Pero hindi naman doon natapos yung nakasulat sa Bible. Hindi naman sinabi doon na ang humanity ay forever ng trap sa suffering. Pero ang pangako ng Diyos, restoration, that one day, itong mga sufferings, itong mga disasters will come to an end. Alam nyo, isa sa pinaka-beautiful promise sa Scripture ay Revelation 21 verse 4. He will wipe every tear from their eyes, and there will be no more death or sorrow or crying or pain. All these things are gone forever. Can you imagine that? A world without floods, a world without landslides, a world without earthquakes, a world without funerals, a world without mother crying over children, a world without children growing up without parents, a world without graves, and a world without death. That is a Christian hope. God will ultimately make all things new.